Smile. Hornets lose to the Minnesota Timberwolves 123-117, putting them at 12 losses to their 6 wins. In case you don't know basic math, that means they have double the losses than their wins. The Timberwolves are the number 1 team in the NBA. They have 15 wins to 4 losses. On surface level, it looks like the Hornets were just meant to lose this one. Woe and behold, this was a very winnable game. Very winnable. Injury reports come out. Gobert, questionable. Anthony Edwards, out. Doubtful. We're missing LaMelo, but we had 2 players coming back. Nick Richards, our backup center, coming back, adding depth. It looked like we had a chance, and it showed. It showed all night that we had a chance. First quarter, it was a little shoddy. It was a little shoddy. We're down by 9. Down by 9. But then we battle back. We battle back and make it within a 1-score game. To end the half, Karl Anthony was taken to town in the paint. 2 fouls within 9 minutes. He was in 3 fouls. Almost a non-factor in the first half. We were taking advantage of it. Mark Williams was in hell, yeah. But people stepped up. Brandon Miller stepped up. Miles Bridges stepped up. PJ Washington off the bench stepped up. And I started thinking, oh my God, we're about to have back-to-back wins. Oh my God. And then the third quarter, still a tight game. If we just had a lick of defense, we could blow this game out of the water. Oh, my mind is racing. And then what happens? What happens? Savor the last 3 minutes. The Hornets, after being up by 4, their biggest lead in the game, if not their only, blows away. Blows away. Stupid decision after stupid decision over and over again. I was hoping for a 1-score game because we were clutching those. I saw the stat, 4-0 in 1-score games. 4-0, undefeated in 1-score games. I was hoping for it. But the Timberwolves and Rudy Gobert used common sense and let star players do star player things. Sure, the calls were questionable. Sure, they were. Of course they were. Against us? Against Charlotte? Yeah, we'll get the short end of the stick. But you know how you don't get yourself in those situations? Good defense! What I've been begging this entire season. As the games go on, game by game, I start to realize this team cannot tell left from right. This team could care less about defense. They couldn't. They couldn't. This team isn't serious about winning. They're not. They are not. Our big men were non-factors. Their big men were definitely a factors. Naz Reid off the bench. Well, again, the Hornets again, off the bench. Off the bench. Let someone else drop buckets on us. And one mixtape style, Naz Reid looking like a certified superstar. And maybe he is in his own right. Maybe he is. Maybe he was before this game. I'll tell you what, if we had competent centers, he wouldn't have 22 points. Are you kidding me? Nick Richards, costing us at one end of the floor, decides, oh, hey, that's not enough. Within a minute to win it, in the paint, goes up, in the paint. What 2 players on the Timberwolves do you think are also in the paint? Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert. You won't find them anywhere else because they're not supposed to be anywhere else. They are big men. They are big men. In fact, Nick Richards finds himself one-on-one against Rudy Gobert. Look at this. Look at this. How do you think this went? If I just showed you this picture, how do you think it went? And in case you don't know who Rudy Gobert is, Nick Richards also forgot as well. I'll just educate the entire room. We're talking about a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, 4-time All-NBA, 1-time blocks leader, 2-time runner-up. How do you think this went? And if you don't know who Nick Richards is, I'll just give you the basic synopsis. He is a righty about to shoot with his left hand. Oh! Give it up to the NBA writing team. Give it up. This writer's strike, it's taking the most out of us. Because I've seen this story so many times. The Hornets, they have the same theme over and over again. But man, the details, they change and they keep it fresh and original. Oh. How could you not love losing each game to incompetency in different forms? This team, a lot of flash, no substance. No substance whatsoever. Coach Clifford will tell you night and day in and day out, defense is what matters. That's what everyone on the team is trying to preach to us, but we just can't seem to find it. Begging for defense out of the Hornets is like going to a desert and looking for water. You can beg for it. You can scour all over the place for it. You can dig deep inside for it. You can try to imagine sand as water, but at the end of the day, it is nowhere to be found. Coach Clifford is not serious about defense. When you have Ish Smith, 5'8", 5'9", maybe 6 foot, pushing it with regular minutes at like 16 to 20 minutes off the bench. That's not serious defense. Put Nick Smith Jr. in. I know losing like the back of my hand. It's not fun.